Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Black Mirror 2. We spent the last couple episodes, about an hour and a half, coming around this area, the Willow Creek, and really accomplishing next to nothing. We were here to find Angelina. It took us one episode to get into Angelina's room, and another episode to come back to Angelina's room and find out that there's this metal sewer cover, I assume, under her bed. And I clicked on the bed multiple times, at least 2 times, and it still needed a third click, which is kind of crazy. So I'm gonna now have to probably find out how to open this cover. If it's a puzzle, that'd be nice. I'd prefer to have to solve a puzzle than just go find a crowbar somewhere. But I've really gotta exhaust everything.
5 rings on the cover, and they turn. There's an animal symbol engraved on each ring, and in the middle of the cover there's a handle.
Okay, so that is a full-on puzzle. Let's look at the animals and see if we can figure this out. Seems like
it's rock solid. No chance. I probably have to set the right combination, but I don't know what it is, and there must be thousands of possibilities.
So we can't even begin to try the puzzle until we see what the options are.
The cup has been cut in 2 places, and then folded up. It doesn't seem to have been glued to the floor. I can't tell when that might have happened. Could be a few hours old. Could be a few months, too. But has it got anything to do with Angelina's disappearance?
So we've got to go find the solution before it's even going to let me go forward. Like, it's not even going to let me try.
Ugh. It's rock solid. No chance. I probably have to set the...
It almost feels like when you get a response like that, that you're going to find the combination and then just automatically put in the combination. Which, certainly you could design a point-and-click adventure game to have no puzzles at the beginning in your alpha of a build of a game and have it work that way. And then have your second team start programming puzzles that will actually replace
a whole load of good books.
Just finding combinations or finding solutions.
My search for Angelina.
For instance, previously we had the numbers to unlock the basement door in the previous game, in the previous chapters, and once we had found those numbers, there wasn't a huge indicator as far as a need to actually type them in. The game made us type them in, but there really was no reason that made us do it.
No. I don't know what I could ask Murray right now.
Okay. So at least we don't have to talk to Murray. And we can look at the souvenirs again, but they probably just say the same thing. So we'll skip that.
I'd rather chop my hand.
Yep. So we got this map from the souvenir stand after clicking the souvenir stand at least 3 or 4 times.
A card from the Willow Creek area. 5 murder
hoping
locations.
that the map will now act as an actual map and then transition point. This doesn't just take me right here. But no, it just took me right there. So, alright. We could go to the fair and talk to Tom, who's a jerk. Or we could go to the museum and maybe talk to the his brother, who isn't so much a jerk. Maybe he can... Maybe I have to talk to the tourists also. Maybe this is the puzzles that the tourists need to see the map of murder sites, so they go to all of them.
Hello, Bobby.
And get murdered.
Hi, Darren.
Have you ever seen Samuel's ghost?
No. And I don't want to see it either. Everyone says he's evil, and that he has black eyes and a really scary face.
Honestly, that
says
kind of was the
I'm
way
a
he was
scaredy
animated.
cat, but I still won't go to the castle. Samuel is evil.
I see.
It was
Alright,
very,
I'm out of
very
here.
badly
See you around.
drawn as a character.
See you soon, Darren.
Right. I may just need to open the display case. Start the tourist.
I wouldn't know what to talk about with these two.
And give this to tourist? I guess not. Maybe I have to use the map with the display cabinet. Oh no, it was just once again an instance where every single thing feels like it is requiring way more clicks than I've ever had to click in a point-and-click adventure. Like, I've never had to click on something 3 times to get responses that looked like they were moving forward.
The lock for the cabinet.
Could I open the lock for the cabinet right now with, like, this key? No. Could I open the lock for the cabinet with this? No. Well, it doesn't seem like there's probably too much more that I could do. So I'm gonna read this. This would be really weird if in reading this ends the chapter and we go into a flashback from this point.
This page is full of medals. But there's a bit of text there too. And therefore our brotherhood should operate in the spirit of this great man for all time. It shall serve beyond the dominion of the church, free of all the conventions, and over and above all earthly jurisdiction. Commit yourselves only to your one aim, that you may take control of that higher power. Our great strength lies in our secrecy. We stand in the darkness, in the shadows, and look into the light, invisible to all who may impede us. For if no one knows we exist, then we cannot be stopped. Therefore, my brothers, hold to these rules.
Why would you write
The
this stuff
members of the
down?
order shall not be known to one another. Only the high priest of the order shall be able to call every member by name and rank. At order assemblies, every brother shall be masked so that none may recognize him. No outsider may be informed by the order, neither purposely nor through carelessness. Be wary, my brothers. Behave inconspicuously, but be wary. The day on which you must prove yourselves will come sooner than you think. Not very fruitful. I still don't know what the Order's aim is, but it seems to be one single big aim. It's gotta be on the pages before these. I've gotta get that chronicle somehow.
So the funny thing here is you asked the librarian about this symbol and she just freaked out and ran away. Why wouldn't she just respond and you go, oh, the symbol that's in the chronicle in the museum that I've obviously been in and seen? So what is the game was? Open the shaft is one of the quests, and read the Chronicle of the Gordons is one of our quests, and these things seem to be out of order.
And therefore our brotherhood should operate. It shall serve our great for if no. Therefore the member at order no
Like,
be
the
wary.
second reading is different than the first reading. I'm kind of happy for that. I'm clicking
And
here.
therefore it shall
It starts the same
therefore
way.
the member at no be wary.
So
And therefore it
there's
shall
not
our
a
great for if no, therefore the member
left
at order
page
no
or right
be
page.
wary.
Alright, how does one exit this area? Over here. So maybe we can ask Bobby. Will he unlock the place or turn the page for me?
Hello, Bobby.
Hi, Darren.
Let's see what he does.
That big book over there in the display case, the Gordon's Chronicle. What can you tell me about that?
Everything about the Gordon family's in it. Lady Victoria gave it to the museum, but it's only allowed to be shown here, not back there where it's spooky.
I can imagine that Lady Victoria doesn't want to see her family chronicle in that crappy, ghoulish black museum. May I have a closer look?
I'm not allowed to take it out of the showcase.
Have you got a key for it?
Yes, Mrs. Puff trusts me. I've got keys for everything.
So I am gonna have to drug this guy.
Except the front door. And Mrs. Puff always puts the alarm on because of the insurance, she says.
So the Chronicle is never taken out of the display case. Perhaps I can ask Mrs. Puff myself.
No, the book mustn't be taken out. Lady Victoria has forbidden it. She says it's an evil book.
So you've got a key for the display case, but you're not allowed to open it.
Exactly.
The bubble mixture. Oh man, I'm gonna put the sleeping potion in the bubble mixture.
Is that your wonderful bubble blowing kit?
Oh yes, I love blowing bubbles, but I've blown so many today that it's empty.
Maybe I can get some more soapy water for you.
No, thanks. It's nearly closing time. I'm not in the mood anyway. I'm too hungry.
Why's that?
I had no breakfast. Tom didn't buy any bread. We've got no money because the pub isn't doing well. And now there's this expensive stall as well.
But you still need to eat.
Tom doesn't eat much. Beer's just as good as bread, he says.
Yeah, I bet.
So I need to go get him a plate of chili and drug him.
How about I get you something to eat?
Oh, that would be very nice of you, Darren.
Let's see what I can do. Alright, I'm out of here. See you around.
See you soon, Darren.
And so we don't get a goal written in this where it's like get some food for Bobby. And this feels like this is going to be a puzzle where I'm going to get the chili just by fact of purchasing it instead of getting the chili through some kind of trade or complex puzzle or something silly or different, which takes all the fun out of it if I literally am just going to come over and hand an infinite supply of money that's not even shown in my inventory. The first game at least had a wallet full of money. So if I'm gonna hand some to him and get some chili.
Hello, Tom.
What's going on?
Are you scared of Samuel's ghost? Murray says it wanders around the castle.
Yeah, right. And my grandma's Anne Boleyn. He's just into ripping off the tourists. You should see what he does with these stupid soul keys. Hey, that money doesn't earn itself, you know.
Ask for the chili now.
I'd like a portion of chili, please.
Now you do. Normal or odd?
If I'm right, then there's only one pot anyway.
Hot then.
Yeah, the pot's right in front of him, so. Like, what do you give somebody when they ask for normal? You give them the hot
right.
anyways.
Oh, the mighty Lord is generous to the lower born.
I need to get on.
The exact same end phrase that you would be better off just not having them voice act anything and just end the conversation abruptly. Alright, so this with this doesn't seem to work.
A plate of extra strong chili. I shouldn't carry it around with me for too long, or else it'll go cold.
So I feel like this is also a puzzle where I'm gonna try and hand him the chili. He's gonna say it's too hot, I don't eat that stuff. Then I'm gonna have to go take the chili and change it into something different. I do have breadcrumbs, so I could put like breadcrumbs in the chili, but it's not gonna do anything.
I got you some chili. I hope you like it.
Oh, yeah. But I've got no money.
Don't worry, it's on me.
Oh, thanks, Darren. But I'll give you something too then.
Thanks.
What did you just give him? Five minutes later. So he gave me a sparkler. Interesting. Let's just give him the sleeping pills directly. Nope, that's not gonna work.
Hello, Bobby.
Hi, Darren.
So now I guess I get the bubble mixture. Seems like they've made it rather complicated to drug this guy.
So, are you full now?
Yes, was delicious, really hot.
Way too much
And
puzzle.
you still don't want to
in a
blow
row.
bubbles?
I do, but I don't have any more bubble mixture.
Should I get some for you?
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'm out of here. See you around.
See you soon, Darren.
Alright, so let's just give this to him. So I can't just lie to him and say that's bubble mixture. I think I have to take this off the counter. It's a tiny little object.
I'll take that with me, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Like, very consistent problem on point and click adventures, having tiny 1, 2, 3 pixel wide objects to interact with. This with that. So that can't do that quite yet. But we'll mixture with the bucket to get more water in it. The cursor, by the way, is a soul key.
It's full.
And then that with that. Nope.
An entirely ordinary sparkler. Was definitely much more valuable to Bobby than it is to me. A small, brownish bottle of a liquid sleeping preparation. 3 drops from dropping off.
Like, am I gonna need some kind of liquid dropper?
You can't make soap bubbles with just water on its own.
Alright, so where have I seen soap? Maybe the bathroom? In the hotel? Like, that would be the closest logical thing. Let's go back to Angela's room and see if I can get soap out of the bathroom. Looks like the fountain turned off. Probably just in an effort to not play an annoying sound effect. Maybe I have to talk to the manager and ask him for a bar of soap. That too might be the case. walking through a lot of places. Let's see. This with... Nope, can't do anything in the bathroom. We could for a second there. Interesting that he has to walk all the way around.
The lamp's gone out. The wick's probably fallen out and then burned.
Okay. Soap, soap, soap. Where else would there have been soap? Like, the default place to look for soap would be in the hotel.
There's nothing in my room that could help me in my search for Angelina.
There's no soap in the bathrooms, apparently.
No. I don't know what I could ask Murray right now.
And there's nothing, it seems, here. We still have no reason to pick up the souvenir. There's nothing outside. Everything is that I'm trying is now 2 scenes away from something else. Let's just take a moment. Why does the sleeping medicine and the bubble mixture not work? Is there some other kind of object of some sort that you could make soap with? Or make bubbles with? Let's look in the ram barrel, I guess. Rain barrel.
Although it's always raining here, that barrel is almost empty. Seems to have a leak somewhere.
I really don't have anything that seems like I'd be able to plug up a rain barrel. Oh yes, there's soap actually in the cupboard. It was right next to where I thought.
There must be some... Yeah, liquid soap. I'll put some in the tube.
You don't even pick up the liquid soap or see it.
That's it.
Really bad programming for a point-and-click adventure. Like, clearly I should have picked up the liquid soap earlier, had it in my inventory, and then been able to mix the liquid soap with the bubble mixture. So clearly they just didn't pay somebody or have time to animate the liquid soap as an object. There's no reason to have it work that way. And still, this is not what I'm doing. Apparently the game is nicer than I am, and doesn't want me to make him go to sleep. To rob the place. Or look at the book.
Look, Bobby. I filled up the bottle with soapy water.
Wow. Thanks, Darren.
Okay, so now I'm just gonna...
This is my chance.
Steal his keys. Which... Okay. This is the second time we've just distracted somebody and stolen things from right behind their back. But also in the first part of the game, we drugged a soda with laxative and gave it to a security guard, and that did not play the way we thought it was going to play.
Dear visitors, it is 8 p.m. The museum is now closing. Please make your way to the exit. We would like to thank you for your visit and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow from 11 a.m.
Ah, damn it.
Who's this voice actor? Or will we know who recorded that?
Darren, we're closing now.
I heard.
You can come back tomorrow.
Yeah, Thanks, Bobby. See you then.
See you then, Darren.
So it feels like the story was forced to move the timeline forward.
Damn, I haven't got the key for the main door. I guess I'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Maybe, maybe not.
Get out of here!
Huh?
You're putting us all in danger. You are death!
Leave me alone.
It's the curse. The curse! It's gonna
I
get
assume
you!
this is Tom.
Get out of here.
Saying the exact same
Death!
phrase.
I told him.
Great. So I'm deaf. That's the only piece of information I've picked up on this trip so far. And now...
That's basically true.
back to the hotel? Or is there anything else for me to find out here?
3 hours. 3 hours of playing in Willow Creek at this point, and there's like no interaction points. So unless I just want to kick the door in, which I imagine the game won't let me do, I need to get the combination to the alarm and the key from the lady who Bobby was talking about, or which I imagine we might not even see her. I wouldn't be surprised, they just set it up pretty well to have this guy end up dead, and then it will look and seem like you killed him, and the police will come in and be mad at you for that. It's weird you enter this other scene here or here. No, they're just calling him a tramp.
The stall's shut up. Tom also said that in the evenings he had to look after the pub.
Is there anything to interact with over here? No. Let's talk to this guy. He probably not
That's
say
the
anything.
bum who grabbed me at the museum. Poor crazy loser. Brain's probably totally picked.
I assume this is the crazy guy that saw the ghost of Samuel Gordon.
Hey! What's all that supposed to be at the museum? Hey! You know me?
You are the Antichrist.
Yeah, and you're just a little soft in the head, right?
You can't deny it. It's in you. It's in your veins, in your heart, in your head.
What's in me?
The evil spirit.
Oh, that's enough! Your head is full of crap, marinated in alcohol.
Can you feel it? The menace? The evil?
Oh, get off!
So, either this guy is totally right, and I am possessed by a demon, because it happens to all the Gordon people, or this is just the game makers making reference to Samuel Gordon from the first game and how he was possessed. Let's go in the pub. That's the only other thing it seems like we can do. One more area that we really didn't need. And again, the camera crosses the fourth wall in its shift to make a very awkward transition. It's kind of amazing how many games you see don't make that mistake, because it's a mistake I guess you could make a lot, but most people have seen enough movies and subconsciously know not to do it, that it's not a problem. Unfortunately, the makers of this game didn't know not to do it.
If I remember correctly, darts was invented here in England. Or was it Ireland? The Brits seem to have a talent for coming up with all these weird games and sports. Golf, billiards, soccer, darts. And all those crazy horse sports.
Let's see, I can talk to a beer glass apparently. Or talk to a tourist. Looks like the box for the tourist is particularly low. So we've got the tourist, Tom, and Bobby. So we know who all these people are. We're not having major conversations with new people. We're just gonna have potential new conversations with old people.
Well, I'm no beer glass expert, but these glasses don't look all that British. I've seen glasses like that in pictures of the Munich Beer Festival. Maybe Tom likes German beer. And likes to serve it German style, too. Ugh, one full ashtray. Tom seems to have another hobby, apart from drinking.
Photos.
Photos
That's
of famous celebs
oddly
who visited
quiet
the pub.
pinball table he's playing.
Impressive. Even the Lord Mayor's been here.
Like, oddly quiet pinball table he's playing. Let's look at the pinball, and then look at the bottles, and then we've got conversations that we can have, and that's kind of it.
A pinball table. Like everything else around here looks a bit second-hand. At first glance, it looks like there's plenty of alcohol. Look closer and you can see that nearly all the bottles are empty. I wouldn't be surprised if Tom's his own best customer.
This area has been completely redrawn compared to the first game. It looked a lot different. I don't know if this really is an improvement from what it was before, but it's at least different, I guess. I can't complain about different alone. I'd have to really think about it. So let's ask about Black Mirror and the Samuel Ghost.
Have you seen anything else interesting?
Yes, we were allowed to look at the castle today. That was really great. The ruins are totally creepy.
But the chili we ate was even better. It was the most delicious I've ever eaten. The trip was worth it for that alone.
Oh, I should try that too.
Yeah, he bought the chili, he didn't eat any.
Did you see the ghost?
There are no ghosts. We searched the castle thoroughly.
At least the garden.
No ghosts.
I thought so. Well, enjoy the rest of your holiday.
Thank you, you too.
So these are the same conversations, I imagine, between both tourists.
I wouldn't know what to talk about with these two.
So let's talk to Bobby first, and
I
then
don't know
talk
what
to
I
Tom.
could ask him at the moment. I don't feel any need to talk to the guy.
Okay, so there's not even anything to do in here. I didn't pick up anything. I didn't catch anything. Let's see. Tourist, Tom, Bobby. No secret unlock things. So unless I'm supposed to do something with the pinball table.
Now let's see. High score. First place, Tom. Second place, Tom. And so on.
Interesting.
Ninth place, Vic. Interesting.
Vic. Who's Vic in ninth place? I don't remember a character named Vic. Pinball tables have to have a digital LCD, frankly, to have a 9th place on the high score.
I've got nothing more to say to the guy, and he just repeats the same thing anyway. You're the devil, you're the devil.
So I guess we go back to the hotel. This chapter seems like it's intent on keeping us constricted between those two areas.
Hello, Miss Valley. It's a small world.
Darren, nice to... yes, who'd have thought it?
Is everything all right?
Me? Yes, why? I mean, why not?
You seem a bit nervous.
Oh, no, I'm just with Murray about... I just see ghosts. It's just the 12 years, you understand.
No.
And how could you? You aren't... I mean, every 12 years... Every 12 years, something terrible happens. In the village, in the castle, in the forest. Dreadful things.
She does seem kind of crazy.
Can I somehow...
Oh. Oh no. Please excuse me. It's just that a lot has happened recently, and I thought... Never mind.
No. What did you think? And what's it got to do with this 12-year cycle?
It's got nothing to do with you. Fortunately. I have to go.
Miss Valley,
They write these characters
What's wrong with her?
way too weird.
She seems to have some serious problems. But so have I. Still no trace of Angelina.
Like, we don't need a stuttering, mentally handicapped man in the game. We don't need a blind veteran of in the United States section.
Good evening, Murray.
Like,
what have you got there?
Can they just not write everybody as a cliche?
A letter for your friend.
A letter for Angelina? Unlikely. Who knew that she was here?
But that's what's written on it. Miss Angelina Morgan, Golden's Palace. It was posted somewhere very close to here. Yesterday, I would assume.
Will you give me the letter? It could be important.
Indeed, it could. Important for Miss Morgan.
Give me the damn letter. I gotta...
You've got to restrain yourself, young man. This letter is addressed to Miss Morgan. And I'm not going to breach the sanctity of the post to...
Murray! Angelina has been missing since yesterday. No one in the village has seen her. Maybe she's been kidnapped. Have you considered that?
Perhaps she's on a day trip and doesn't want anything more to do with you. Have you considered that? I must think of the hotel's reputation. I'm not going to give you the letter.
But...
So I'm gonna have to drug this guy.
Is there anything else I can do for you, sir?
Thank you. You've done enough already.
So we now know that the letter is in there, and the game just kind of awkwardly tells you your next goal.
There goes my night's rest. I've got to have that letter. It's gonna move things on. I can feel it.
It's telling you directly, yes, this is going to be the thing that moves the story forward. And nothing else. There's a point-and-click adventure game...
A whole load of good books.
Set on
but
a train.
I don't know how they're supposed to help me in my search
that
for
I've
Angelina.
heard about and I want to cover eventually. Where you can just miss events and the story just always goes forward. I feel like this story would also be much better suited if something like that happened.
I'm not going to allow myself a nap while I still haven't found Angelina.
The question is, what was the librarian lady doing here? Has anything changed in this room? There's a cupboard.
Also, when I look inside again, the robe's completely empty.
And the lights apparently just turn on magically now. Except for some lights still aren't on. It's kind of amazing how the animation of the lights being on changed it in such a way to make it seem obvious that it was dark outside. So he's got a cup of tea. Way tiny little pixel here. Cup of tea. And we know what we're doing. Just waiting till he looks at the newspaper. And then poisoning him.
That's it. Sweet dreams.
Can I help you?
No. No thank you. I'm tired and I'm gonna go to bed now.
Very well.
I'll give him a couple of minutes.
We've already seen it 5 minutes later. And then they didn't use it in this instance. That seems odd. Like, since they'd already animated 5 minutes later as a animation and such.
Apart from me, nobody's checked in today.
Okay.
I've got my own room key, and I've got Angelina's too. I shouldn't think I'm gonna need any more of these hotel keys.
Let's go ahead and steal a souvenir while we're here. Steal some postcards.
I'd rather chop my hand off than...
Like, you still won't do anything there? Alright, now the lock boxes.
Okay, Murray's asleep. Now I can get to the boxes. But without a key or a lock-picking tool or something like it, I'm not going to be able to open the box with Angelina's letter in it. And I don't want to go looking for the key in Murray's pockets. He'd notice that and would hand me over to the cops right away.
So... knife on the lock boxes. Display cabinet key on the lock boxes. Sparkler on the lock boxes. Sparkler with the knife. What am I supposed to do here?
Okay, Murray's asleep. Now I can get to the boxes. But without... And I don't want to go looking for the...
Like... There's a guest book. There's souvenirs. There's a window.
It stopped raining and slowly getting dark. I was reading in the train that there's supposed to be a storm with heavy rainfall tonight. Well, doesn't look like that right now.
That seems like an unnecessary thing. Lockpick kit, I guess. Question.
You can hardly tell the heap's been burning. There are only a few of the inner leaves which show signs. All that's left of the paper is ash.
Well, we know that Tom was a thief, so if he was a thief, then he probably does have some kind of lockpick kit. So it's back to the pub. And see if maybe we can talk to Tom now. We're getting dangerously close to the point where I think I need to look up a walkthrough.
Mainly English, Scottish, and Irish specialties. Whiskey, gin, and so on.
Ah, yes.
Evening.
Huh?
Shop.
I need to open a locked cupboard. Could you help me with that?
Me? What makes you think that?
Bobby said something.
The fat idiot ought to keep his gob shut.
Now then, can you help me out?
Call a locksmith. You can buy drink from me, nothing else.
Okay. So I'll buy a beer from you.
Let's have a beer, Tom.
Sure, if you're paying for them both. Just 'cause I own the place doesn't mean I drink for free.
Sure, that's a no-brainer.
See if we can buy another beer after we watch the animation of the drinking. We'll just drink them under the table.
What's up? Why aren't you drinking?
I'm not so fast.
Haha, Yanks, can't handle proper beer, eh?
Tom, you didn't want to have a drink today.
Shut your gob, spacko.
You're supposed to be real handy, so I've heard.
There's something in that. My dad had a workshop. I used to help him a lot. I was already tuning mopeds even at 10 years old.
Really? I've got 2 left hands. I can't even crack a simple lock.
Nice try. But I'm not that boozed up. And I'm not an idiot like him over there.
So we'll just
Why don't you have yourself another beer? It's on me.
You don't have to ask me twice.
I'm just gonna get him drunk.
Don't.
So we're just gonna keep down this way, I guess, until he's either passed out or...
Now tell me, Tom, just theoretically speaking, how could I crack a lock in an old safe?
They're not so easy to crack. For a start, you need the right tool.
And that would be...
a lock-picking tool.
Aha. And only theoretically speaking, I could get one of those from you?
Do you think I'm a burglar?
I think you'll want the 50 pounds that I'll give you for it.
Get out of it. Go on. Off with your mate, Bobby. You make a lovely couple. A right pair of tots.
70 pounds?
I want 200 quid.
I haven't got that much.
I hate that they say
Loser.
quid in pounds.
Then you're not
back
getting
and
that
forth.
too. You're all losers. Just using me.
Well, I guess in the United States we say dollars and bucks, and that's just basically the same thing.
I'd like to bet you couldn't drink 3 pints back to back.
You pay, I'll prove I can.
Okay, go.
So if he's now drinking 3 bottles of beer, that puts him up to 5.
There you are.
I somehow suspected that wouldn't be a problem for you.
That'd be like 5 beers in less than 5 minutes. That's way more than what it would take to get a adult male drunk, depending on his height and weight.
Are you a burglar, Tom?
What bollocks? It's all lies. You don't get decent people stealing.
Exactly. Then you also don't need a lock-picking tool then, do you, Tom?
Peace off, you wanker. Get out. Give me some peace. Off you go. And take that idiot with you too.
I'm only going once you've given me that tool. Here, 50 pounds, and I'll bring it back to you.
It's not my fault, you know. It's Bobby. If he wasn't like he is, things would be better. They all left me on my own. They only left me that animal. How could a decent person get on like that? With such a millstone around their neck.
The tool, Tom?
Not by fault.
Not much of a lockpicking
Take him
tool.
home.
I'm really sorry, Bobby.
It's okay, Darren.
then I automatically just leave the area.
I feel like the world's biggest asshole.
Well, you're gonna feel even worse when one of those two of them end up dead. Although, at this rate, maybe nobody ends up dead. Like, it's taken so long to get to the first murder, it doesn't even feel like there is gonna be a second one. So, we're back here, and that conversation of drinking people around, drinking Tom under the table, took quite a while. Let's see. We started in the hotel trying to open this sewer grate. We made exactly no progress in 45 minutes to open the sewer grate. We did move the timeline forward. We did find that the family Gordon history is something that we want to look at, but we really didn't make any progress with that either. And like, the story is moving forward simply because I'm doing very unrelated actions. There's no logical reason why time moved forward or why the story, the letter arrived. Like, no interconnecting logic there. It's just the game saw you did what the game wanted you to do, therefore the game allows the next trigger to happen. Which is just, you know, bad directing and bad video game writing. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, I'm asking people to friend me on Steam and gift me a game. Thank you for watching. Have a good